Nolan from Rollin Team Nolan, and Merry Christmas. This is now the second video that I've made today. Which was this. I made this earlier. Now I gotta do the next one. It's like 9:30 at night. This set, Lego Star Wars 2020 AT-AT, ages 10 and up, with 1,267 pieces. And it comes with Luke Skywalker, General Veers, 2 AT-AT drivers, and 2 stormtroopers. And it appears that you can use the grappling hook. They're spring-loaded shooters, and there is a speeder that you can put into the AT-AT. Go to the back of the box. We have the speeder. We have this showing that it opens up. This that you can use to lift this up. You can put characters in here. So, this is also the 40-year anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. So, without further ado, let's open this and see what's inside. Okay, inside we have bag 5, bag 4, bag 8, the instructions, bag 3, bag 1, bag 8, bag 2, bag 7, bag 6, and that's it. Now I gotta build this. This will be really cool when it's done. I just gotta keep telling myself that. Well, I guess I'll see you guys after the time lapse. really great set, but before I actually get to the actual review of this set itself, I'm going to start off with the minifigures. So first of all, we have these two AT-AT drivers, which look really good, and I think are probably, just like most of the things in the set, probably the best somewhat of these characters that they've made. These have really good chest and leg printing, as well as back printing. I do wish at some point that they would make the AT-AT drivers not have this exposed back, because that's not extremely accurate to the movies. So at some point I just wish that they would like color this maybe black or gray or something. For heads, they do have different heads, which is opposite of the long overused angry clone face, which I'll get to in a second when I go over the snowtroopers. But overall, these are really good. Second up, we have General Veers. He also looks extremely good. I love how they were able to put the visor up on top of his head. I do wish that that chest print was a little clearer, but I do like how this figure turned out. Got good detailing on the back as well. The helmet is a little bit different color than the body. He does have a different head, which is a kind of smiling face. And if I put, oh gosh, if I put this on like that, that's what he looks like with that. Next up, we have these snowtroopers. A little bit of a disimprovement from the 2014 ones. For reference, this is one from 2014. It's almost exactly the same, but it actually has a backpack and the physical like leg thing. Do like the leg printing, like how it actually has leg printing now on these, but it just, in my opinion, looks weird without the backpack itself. I know they were trying to go with more simple, but these are just base troopers, and I am glad. So earlier I talked about the No More Angry Clone. So they have different faces. For years, Lego, and in 2014 they did this, they just used the exact same face over and over for every generic bad guy or clone head ever, and like it lasted far longer than it should have, and I'm glad that they're finally putting in these weren't actually clones, they were different people with different aspects of their life. But overall, these are really great, and with some improvements, they could be even better, but for what they did in the set, this is pretty good. Finally, we have Luke Skywalker. I just put the thermal detonator on the back of his lightsaber for reasons like that I'll show in a second when I get to the actual AT-AT review. But once again, comparing it to the 2014 one, I like the face better, but I don't like how they changed his gloves from white to black. This is more accurate to the movie as opposed to this. It makes it feel more like they're actually on Hoth. So I wish that they had gone back to the white gloves. I do get it. He does have another face, which is, I believe, a face with the visor up, which he does have. That face is okay. I do like the other face better. Good printing on the front and on the helmet. This is they did revert back to the to this style of helmet, not the big head one. like where it was way bigger than the head itself, and it just looked oversized. Those were the most accurate Rebel helmets that they've ever made, but they were a bit too big, and I feel like if they somehow figured out how to scale them down slightly, they would have been great, but they're just reverting back to these, it looks like. So those are the minifigs, and now let's take a look at the set itself. Okay, moving on to the set itself, you can pose these legs in other positions. I just like it like this. You can't do a lot without it getting close to tipping over. New on this set, unlike the last set, is it actually has a 4th foot, unlike the last couple. Problem is it's smaller than all the other ones. I wish they could have made one bigger, but they didn't. This is the thinnest one out of all of the AT-ATs that they have made. Just looking down it, this is almost completely flush with the top, whereas the other ones would jut out and there would be a hinge. Where these, the hinge is on the inside, and then you pull up, and then it goes down like that. There is some seating on the inside right here, and you can sit 5 snowtroopers down in there with their blasters, and it will close up. Second, you might be able to see there's a speeder in there, and you can get to that by lifting this up, dropping that down, and just in there, there's a speeder that rests on that little contraption thing right there. And it's a pretty good speeder. Like, you can sit the guy down on there. There's a giant thing right there that works kind of both as a gun and a stand for it, but it's pretty good. And then this can just close back up. On this side, there is this little thing right here, which is a stand for a turret. If you just pull up, then it will pop out, and it's actually a really good turret. It looks pretty good. This pops up, and if you roll this back, or if you roll this forward, this drops down, and it's to represent the hook that Luke grapples up to, and if you push it forward, it will lower, and if you pull it towards you, it will raise up. There's even an indication of the little hatch that Luke cuts through and knocks down to get a little grenade up there, which is why they include the grenade. For the first time ever, you are actually able to put all 3 of the people who are supposed to go into the AT-AT in the AT-AT. You don't have to open it up like I just did, but I just find it easier. You can put General Veers in this back seat, and then, oh no, the helmet fell off. Put this driver, let's put the helmet on afterwards. This driver in right there, and this driver in right there. It is very cramped, but you can make it look like the movie and close it up all the way. This neck piece is a little bit different. They're actually using Technic steering wheels like they used on the Lego Bugatti Chiron to make that neck appear like that. There is a rubber piece right, it's that black thing right there, which I don't know how much I like it, but you can turn the head, but then on this joint, then on the second joint, if you pull it, it'll spring back. So you can't do like a ton of insane poses with there. There is no really thing to just press on this and fire other than pressing on the missile itself. And you can pull it on the other one. And so that's pretty much it. I love this set. It's a great set. If you have enough money and want to buy this set, I highly recommend buying it. So that's my review, and hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe, and